Riprodaci, os, seiza. E uso. Three, os. Hi guys, let's start. Et on vient monter, circle the hips. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock and tie, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, hizamawashi, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock and tie, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, double squats, ich, ni, san, shi, ich, ni, san, shi, ich, ni, san, shi, ich, ni, san, shi. Your left leg, chusoku, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju, sokuto, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju, kagato, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju, right leg, chusoku, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju, sokuto, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju, kagato, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju, kibarachi, push your knees out, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Slowly open up, not too wide. Back straight, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Right leg, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Hand tie, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Lips it down. Grab your toes, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. High circle, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Kagato, heels up, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Right leg back, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Hand tie, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Hand tie, leg behind, open up as wide as you can. Shomen, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Ushiro, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. In the middle, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Hand tie, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Ushiro, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. In the middle, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Good. Feet together, butterfly. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Open up. Down to your right knee, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Hand tie, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Front, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Good. Square up. Check it out. So turn left and right, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Circle your arms, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, hand tie, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, elbows, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, hand tie, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, and your head, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, yoko, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, sayu, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, mawashi, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Hand tie, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Good. Wrist, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Shomen, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Up, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Down, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, chich, hach, hu, ju. Shake it up. All right, good. So like I said, today we're going to work a little bit on open hands. shote and sto. Okay. As you know, in karate we use a lot closed fist and open, right? Open, it can be shote, it can be sto, it can be back. So it's very important to know how to control the fist, also how to control your palm, your hand, your fingers, right? A lot of times people get injure their fingers and knuckles because of the lack of control, right? So the way that the grading syllabus is set is like about 3 years up to yellow belt, you're learning to do mostly fist seiken. After that, you're learning to open up. You learn sto, shote, and all others striking with your hands open or halfway open, right? Now, when you're fighting, if you watch, all fighting systems, it's very difficult for you to keep your fist always closed. That creates a little bit too much tension, and it's not a natural way for you to move around with your fist closed. Now, when you punch, obviously you want to close your fist, but usually, I would say majority, 99% of the fighting styles and fighters have their hands open when they fight, right? So even in boxing, in a boxing glove, your hands are like this. They're not closed. You cannot fully close your hands in a boxing glove. They're like kind of like this, right? So, and obviously you squeeze when you punch, you squeeze. So in Kyokushin too, in Kyokushin karate as well, when you move, your hands are open. Now, the secret, the problem is that you have to learn to open, close. When open, when close. That's a difficult thing to learn in the beginning, and it takes a while. It's not an instant, something that you learn right away. Okay, so it takes a few years to be comfortable of doing that. But that's why in Kihon, in basics, we're learning shotes, we're learning stos, right? So we learn how to go from seiken, from fist to open hand. Okay, so let's do some blocks first in Kihon and then in Kumite application, right? So one of the best way to block with your open hand is shote with your palm, right? You can basically block strikes as you fight with your palm. Now, obviously, it takes precision, it takes technique, it takes control to do that, but it's something that everybody is using, especially in bare knuckle in Kyokushin, where you are not using gloves, right? So let's do that, the shote blocks. Okay. Ikurodachi, we're gonna do hidari sanshin dachi, left leg. Yoi. Kabaite. Shio. Okay. So we're gonna do shote jodan. Okay, shote jodan. You just simply use the palm, okay, and push up. Okay, make sure you see it through. All right, so don't push too high, just right there. Up, up. It's like not straight up, it's a little bit in diagonal. You remove a target that comes towards your fist, your face. Okay, up, up, up. Make sure your thumb, it's nicely tight and close to your hand. Okay, so left hand up, pitch, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, hi, ju, shi. Okay, let's do chudan. Okay, so you don't want to go outside. You want to go straight from hikite towards the middle section, open up, tilt it up, and block not too much, just on the outside of your body, right? Up, 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 that's it. Use a little bit your hips, obviously. Right? 1, 2, just like that. So left hand in front, pitch, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, hi, ju, shi. You want to make sure that your forearm is horizontal, not up or down. Okay, make sure it's nice. Obviously, try as much as you can to have a good angle here. Block with your palm. Okay, and get down, pushing down. So again, you're blocking something that comes in the middle, remove it to the side, not too much. Okay, pitch, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, hi, ju, shi. Just a second, I have a couple people waiting to enter the room. They're late. okay? Good. Okay, so we did Jodan, Chudan, Gedan, Shote, Uke. Okay? Jodan, Chudan, Gedan. Let's do that now. At one count, all three. Okay, so let's have left hand down and we're going to start Jodan, Chudan, Gedan. Alternate hand. So left hand is down, right hand starts. Ich. Now left hand is going to start. Ni, Jodan, Chudan, Gedan. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Shich. Hach. Ku. Ju. Shi. Naure. Os. Okay. There's another person waiting. I have to tell people to be on time. Good. So while you do the block, if you do Kihon, the other hand comes back in Hikite. Nice and straight. Okay. Palm, fingers pointed like Chudan up. Okay. Low. But always the hand stays in Hikite, nice and straight. You don't want it up like that or down or anything. Okay. So those three were the blocks for Shote palm. Okay. Good. So next, we're going to do application for fighting. Okay. So these blocks, I'm using them personally a lot, and most of the people are using blocks with Shote. So, like I said, it takes a while to get to that level because there's a risk of being punched in your fingers, right? So, or kicked in your fingers. So it takes a while, but it's very much doable. This is what people do all the time. Okay. So let's do it from fighting stance. 組み手だ、強い。相手、straight. Okay, good. So now, simple. You're not going to be able to do it just like in Kihon. You're not going to do this. You're not going to fight like that. Obviously, you don't want to keep your hand here. Your hands are up, right? So it's going to be a short version, like a modified one. But in essence, it's the same block, right? So you're here, that's all, okay? Okay. If you use the palm, somebody's punching you, that's all. Okay? So let's do 10 with your left hand. Okay, front hand, right? So use the palm, remove and back. You don't want to turn and stay there because you're going to get kicked and punched in the face, right? So you are in fighting stance and that's all. Okay? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, shi, ha, ku, ju, shi. Okay, now backhand. Here you can use more of the hips, right? Okay. So again, the punch is coming towards your chest, solar plexus, stomach. You use the palm, okay, to hit it, right? And then back. Obviously, again, same attitude, mentality. Not this, and then stop. Once you stop there, you're in danger. Okay. So you want to go, okay, block and back. Okay. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, shich, hach, ku, ju, shi. This was the Chudan, right? So this was this. Now we do Jodan, okay? That, okay? But obviously in fighting, that's all. Up, just up and down, okay? Up and back, okay? There's a punch or anything coming towards your face, lift it up. But again, not that, too much. Remember, always remember that this is only half block. Full block, that. Half, full. Okay? Okay. So let's go left hand, up, back. Okay, you can do face to open, whatever you want. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, shi, ha, ku, ju, shi. Okay? And right hand. Okay? Just like that. Use the hips. Boom. Lift up. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Shia. Good. Now Gedan, not so much used, but you can still do pushing down, right? So here, push down. There's a strike coming, push down. Not very often. Personally, I'm not using it. I haven't really seen it done too much, but it could be an option to push down a strike, okay? Even a maegiri, a front kick, but you gotta be careful with the fingers, right? So if you put your fingers in the wrong angle, the kick will hit your fingers. So, well, let's practice it just for the sake of practice, right? So here, that, I'm back, okay? I use the palm, I'm back. Left hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, go, 6, 8, 9, 10. Right hand, push down, up. Palm, this is the area that you focus on. Shote. The other hand stays up. Notice, I'm not doing this. I'm not inviting anyone to punch and kick in the head, right? I stay straight, up, right? So see that? Not that, this. Okay, I stay straight, vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, go, 6, 8, 9, 10. Now, very important is that you don't want to point the fingers forward. Not blocking this way, side. Okay, to the side. Chances are that you're not going to be kicked so much in the fingers that way. If I do this way, right, not cool. Same thing with Chudan. I don't want to block this way, right? So even if somebody does maegi or ski and I block this way, fingers are right there. So it's a matter of timing. They're going to get my fingers, right? So I want to have my fingers up, right? Yeah. Same thing, a variation of this block of shote. Personally, I use it a lot. It's with your fingers facing down. Okay? I use that a lot. It works really well because you can kind of direct the opponent, go under with the other hand. It works well for maegiri. You can even grab the leg, for push kicks, right? So let's do that variation too. For Chudan, obviously, we can't do it much for Jodan, but for Chudan, you're here, and I call this like the windshield wiper, right? The windshield wiper from the car, up and back, okay? So it's still shote and back, right? So somebody's punching you and right, up, boom, under, right? So let's do left hand. Okay, 2, 3, 4, go, 6, 8, 9, 10. Right hand, same thing, hips up, okay. Like it goes 1, 2, right? But let's just do the block now. 1, 2, 3, elbow stays fixed. Go, 6, 8, 9, 10. And the reason why you want to use your hips is to set up the other strike, right? Same thing. Also the kick. Yeah. Okay. So you want to make sure you use the hips. Every time when I remember this, when I look at this, it reminds me of Karate Kid 2 with the drums. Dun, 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 dun. Right, so same thing. Block. You can do block, strike, or here, block, strike, like same idea, right? Double movement like this is very efficient. Block, strike, it works really well. Okay, so remember what we did. Just a few things to remember. If you do the lower one, you want to keep the elbow in. You don't want to keep the elbow out because you're going to get kicked and punched in the ribs. So you want to keep the elbow in. Okay. The other one too, like you don't want to open up. Keep it in. Elbows stays in. Okay. Like go there. Right. Like you really are ready to strike, to block. Okay. Let's do a little bit of fitness, and then we mix it up with punches. Okay. So we're gonna do shote, blocks, mixed with punches. Okay. All right. Freeze up. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 1 push-up, 1 mountain climb with each leg. 2 push-ups, 2 mountain climbs, meaning 4. 3, 6, 4, 8, 5, 10. That's all, okay? Let's go. Each 1 push-up and 1, 2. Then knee, each, knee, san, shi. San, each, knee, san, each, knee, san, shi, go, rock. Shi, each, knee, san, shi, each, knee, san, shi, go, rock, shi, hatch. Go, each, knee, san, shi, go, each, knee, san, shi, go, rock, shi, hatch, choose. Now, if you want to make this exercise hard and go up to 10, up to 20, I guarantee you it's going to be tiring and hard, okay? But this is not a class about full fitness. It's a class about karate. Good. So next, let's add striking into it. So now you will have open hand, closed hand, right? Shote, seiken, okay? So that's when things get a little bit more complicated. And first look, it seems easy. But when you fight, when you spar, it's not that easy. A lot of people get injured. Their fingers, their thumbs, right? Remember the thumb? Everybody gets injured. I got injured too. So you gotta be very careful. Thumb doesn't stay open. Okay, always closed, right? And fingers as well. Not open, closed. Okay. Now more solid, stronger. Even if you get kicked or punched, more solid. Then when you open, it singles out the finger, and then you're in trouble. Okay. So back to fighting stance. Kumite la chioi. Awaite. Shake. Good. So now let's do that. Front hand. Chudan, shote. We're gonna do just chudan today. We don't have time to do jodan and gedan. But the idea is the same, right? The chudan, shote, uchi. Okay. And let's do up punch to the collarbone. Because now you're kind of like directing the hand lower. Hop, hop. Over there, right? 1, 2. So you're going, you lift the elbow up. Boom. You're punching the collarbone area. Right? You don't want to punch the chest. The chest is the strongest area of the upper body. The muscles are the biggest over there. You want to go where the muscles are no muscles. Just the collarbone. Okay. And if you do kickboxing, or then you go to the face, obviously. Right? But there's no blocking like that in kickboxing. Very rare. Kyokushin, knockdown fighting, yes. Right. So 1. See how I prepare? Boom. When I move, hey, bam. It works really well. Okay. So 1, 2, back. Remember, it's the punch to the collarbone. It's not solar plex. Okay. Let's go. Ich. Knee. San. So open, closed. Shi. Go. Rock. Shake. Hot. Kick. Ju. Shake. Good. The other side. Okay. So I use my right hand. Same idea. Hips, shoulder, hop, boom. So I gotta load it, right? I can't do this. It's not Wing Chun. Wing Chun is like, it's not gonna have enough power, right? So I have to boom, boom, right? Okay, let's go. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, yo, shi, ha, hu, ju, shi. Good. So now again, left hand. But let's do the one that blocks down, okay? Hop, uppercut. Right, so I'm gonna block his left hand, right? So he's striking with the left hand. So when I block, I'll turn him, or I go under the left hand, right? So I like to block like over here, elbow or past the elbow. So I'm not just gonna block the hand. That way, he can get it back easy. If I block here, hard to get back, right? So I kind of reach a little bit, reach, and then even small adjustments, right? So I'm here, hop, hop, right? So I can even step while I block. It depends also on your opponent. What is your opponent doing? Attacking, staying in the same spot? It really depends, right? Under, come back, okay? But again, you get back right away, okay? Block, strike, back. Let's go. Itch. So it's left, right. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Go. Shake. Hatch. Ku. Ju. Good. The other hand. Right hand block, so I want to turn, okay? Elbow stays there. Up, I get this one ready. Wow. Now this is going to work nice because you attack the liver. If you strike with your left hand, left uppercut goes to his right side, liver. Right, so block, strike. This, 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 okay? Up, 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 up. Okay? And after you block, no, boom, knockout. Okay? Up, up, okay, up. Let's go. Pitch. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Go. Shake. Hatch. Ku. Ju. Shi. You know it. Good. So as simple as it looks, it's very efficient, very efficient. You can watch a lot of fighting videos and everybody's using this, regardless of the style. Of course, modified, adapted to the style, right? It could be boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, MMA, right? So same idea, okay, like same idea. Okay, so it works, guaranteed. Of course, you have to do it with partner, sparring or drills back and forth. It takes a while, and it's about great distance control and timing. Because if I'm too far, I won't be able to do it. If I'm too close, I won't be able to do it. If I'm late, I won't be able to do it. If I'm early, right? So distance control, timing. But guess what? That applies for everything you do. A jab, a simple technique. It's all based, how like the efficiency is based on the distance and the timing. Okay, doesn't matter how cool is your strike, how amazing you are, you know, if the distance is off, if the timing is off. These two key elements are, in my view, even more important than power and speed. Okay. Now, not to say that those are not important. Very important, power, to have power and speed. But you have power, but you don't have the distance and the timing, you're not going to work, or the speed as well, right? So the technical part is where most of us struggle to learn it, to master it, to get to that level where you can time your movement and you know, find the right distance. That's just amazing, right? And we talked about race car drivers, right? Finding to find that proper line, you know, that's very, very important. When to brake, when to accelerate, it's very important, right? Not just the horsepower of the engine. You can have 1,000 horsepower, but if you don't know how to drive it, it's not going to work. Okay, good. Another fitness drill. This time, let's do a little bit of legs. Okay, we did a little bit of arms. Let's do a little bit of legs. So what I want you to do, like almost like a kibadachi squat position. Okay, like not full kibadachi, but like this. Okay, yeah. But when you do that, I want you to do a round kick. Okay. Okay. Just like that. Chudan, middle. Okay, so we're gonna do 20. Hands up. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Yo. Shi. Hach. Ku. Chu. Ich. Ni. Keep your hands up, back straight. San. Shi. Go. Rok. Shich. Hach. Ku. Ju. Shi. Boom. Os. Pick it up. Good. So let's see what that is. 3:35. Oh, okay. We add kicks now. Okay. Blocking, kicking. Again, that is something that I do very often. Why? Because I'm a defensive fighter. I like to counterattack. I like to defend, counterattack. I prefer timing and technique over power and speed. But I like to obviously be strong. Who doesn't like to be strong and fast? But I prefer, especially at this time in my life, when I'm almost hitting 50, I want to focus on that, on the timing and technique, and still not neglect the power and the speed, but I'm aware that that's going to be lost in the next 10, 20 years. But I'm going to try to keep the distance control, the timing, and the technique. Okay, so let's add the kicks to it, which I do every time when I spar. Those who remember, who spar with me, you know, you punch, you're going to be kicked. You kicked, you kick, you're going to be punched. I do that all the time. Okay. Good. So fighting stance. Let's use again the shote chudan. We're going to focus today on this one. Okay, we won't have time to do the shuto also, but we're going to focus on shote. Okay, that's the most used anyway. Everybody's using the shote, the palm blocks. Okay, so we're going to do the block with the front hand, kick with the back. Okay. See, again, very basic, yet so efficient. Okay, if you do it with a good timing. Okay. So just like that, okay? Up, up. Obviously, you can block down, kick to the head, block, kick low, block, kick middle. The kick can change, right? Choose whatever level you want, okay? Choose whatever level you want. I'll do Jodan. Let's go left, right. Ich, knee, San, Shi, Go, Yo, Shake, Hot, K, Ju, Shia. Try not to lose time in between. Right, so connected. Okay. When I pull back, the leg is going. So it's not 1, 2. Okay. Both connected. Okay. Now right hand. Okay. Same thing. You block, back. Usually I use a lot of gedans and jodans, but chudan works as well because It's the liver, right? Same thing, you see that? How I ready. Now this one, the back leg, okay? Right? Make sure you do that. So choose whatever level you want. If you do gedan, kick in angle. Okay? Like that. Not horizontal. Good, let's go. Ich. Knee. San. That was Joda. Shi. Go. Look. Shit. Touch. Kick. Ju. Shi. Now, timing and technique, it takes a longer time to master. And it's more frustrating for some because it might not work as well as you expected. You try, it doesn't work. I'm off time, off rhythm, I'm too far, I'm too close. And then you get frustrated. Be patient. Remember, it's like fine tuning. You gotta, moving a little bit forward, a little bit back, a little bit right, a little bit left. It's fine tuning. But once you do it once correct and it works, immediately you have a standard to relate to. And then you're gonna keep trying to reproduce that time when it worked. And more you do it, more times it's gonna work. And it's gonna work, and it gives you satisfaction, you feel good, you're gonna be good at it, okay? It's only in the beginning when you struggle that when you spar or when you do it, like you're always off rhythm, not working, right? But you keep going, don't give up. Keep adjusting, fine tuning, half inch forward, half inch back, turn more. Like you really have to find out what is that you need to do. And you will do it once. And then you remember that, your brain will remember that, oh, this is how I have to do it. And then you keep doing that, you keep trying to do that, right? It's a challenge, but accept it, fight it, okay? Like get it. Good, so let's add now, so we did the block, punch, block, kick. Let's do both, block, punch, kick, okay? That's the last combination. But before that, let's do another fitness drill. We're gonna do 2 rounds of 20 half butterflies. Okay, I like these ones, I like that. Okay, so half butterfly. Okay, full butterfly. Let's just do half, 20 and then a little break and 20 more. Ready? Let's go. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, shich, touch, ku, ju, ich, ni, san, shi, go, shich, touch, ku, ju, easy. Good. Small break. I'll do another 20. It's all about feeling good, guys, okay? You must feel healthy, you must feel good, you must love this, you must enjoy it. Everything that you do with enjoyment, good feeling, it's extremely beneficial, healthy for you, okay? So you want to do that physically and mentally. You want to have this right attitude. Good. Another round. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, shich, touch, ku, ju, ich, ni, san, shi, go, shich, touch, ku, ju, Good. Got a short water break. I didn't give you a water break. and then we'll continue. Os. Okay, who's here? Mattia, okay, good. Not a big class, but we're here. Somebody was supposed to be here, but he didn't, from Edmonton, but we don't have that person. I was supposed to let somebody in. Anyway, remember, training is for you. Don't worry if somebody's missing, if the class is small. What you should worry is how you progress, how you learn, how much effort you put into it, how disciplined you are, how committed. That's all. Karate is a sport or a hobby or a way of life where we train together, but you're alone in this one. Fighting in general, martial arts, fighting sports are an individual sport, You know? Yeah, we train together because we need each other's help to learn how to defend and attack and everything. And it's more fun to train together. But at the end of the day, you're alone in this. Okay? Not even your sensei or your teacher can do anything for you. Nothing. I mean, yes, I'll show you this and that, and I'll guide you, and somebody else will show you, and somebody else will guide you. But it's you. You are the asset. Okay? We are just helping out, guiding you. That's all. Okay? So put the most focus should be on you. A little bit selfish. You have to be a little bit selfish with this one. Good. Quite sense? Good. All right. Let's do this now. Front hand. Let's do the other block. Under, uppercut. After the uppercut, I want you to do a inside low kick. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, step. Okay. 3. Right. So you're gonna punch in the ribs. Bam, bam. Take the leg out. Okay. That's the movement. Okay. So, right. Block, block, kick. Block, strike, kick. Block, strike, kick. Okay. Left, right, left. Let's go. We're going to start slower. Ich. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Faster. Rot. Shit. Punch. Kill. Two. Shi. Goes. Good. Now we're going to block with the back hand, right hand. Okay, so same thing, the lower block. 1, 2. This time, back leg low kick, or middle kick, or high kick. But because we are doing shita, uppercut, the high kick, it needs adjustment, or you need to be very flexible. Otherwise, you're going to be too close. Right? So if you do 1, 2, if you want to do high kick, skip back a little bit. Low and middle could work. But even those ones, depending on your opponent's movement and everything, you need to adjust. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Okay? Okay? Could be direct too, but it really depends if your opponent goes back after your uppercut. If he kind of goes back, then you can do high kick. If he doesn't, not so easy. That is why partner workout is priceless. This, it's only the blueprint. Now when you have to do it, things can change. In construction and architecture is the same. It's like, yes, you raise your hand, say something. Quinlan, what's going on? Quinlan, Connor, you raise your hand, you stopped. What's going on? Unmute yourself, talk. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yeah.
So then what's going on?
Yeah, that was an accident. Whoops.
Okay, then get back to training. Come on. All right, good. So we need the front hand as the back hand. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's do gear down. The combination is the same. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. You attack the liver and then kick the leg. Let's go. Itch. And back. Knee. And back. Sun. And back. She. Go. Go. She. Ha. Ku. Ju. She. And out eight. Horse. Good. Let's do another fitness drill. Good. So this combination, this blocking, this attacking, it's something that you can use all the time, regardless of the fighting style. You can use it also at the heavy bag in your shadow boxing routine. Okay, at the heavy bag. Obviously, the heavy bag is not punching, but you can do that, right? Like you do that, right? Shadow boxing, same way. I use it a lot. So as you practice, don't forget about it. When you're shadow boxing, you're not alone. You're not just punching and kicking. You're blocking, moving, evading, adjusting the distance. That's a lot of small things to remember that maybe an untrained eyes won't notice. And then they just see you moving. They don't see you punching and kicking. It's like, oh, this guy is not doing anything. But they don't know that behind the curtains, there's a lot of work to be done, right? So that's a lot of work because you fine tune by half inch, by inch, your distance. And that can make the difference between the success of your punch or your kick or the success of your defense. Adjusting that couple inches and 1 inch can be the difference between being knocked out or not, okay? So don't neglect those ones. Don't be superficial. Don't be like, I just want to punch and kick. Yeah, okay, that's good. But if you all miss, no, not working, right? Good, let's do another fitness drill. Good. This drill, we're gonna do Mao Shigiri. Let's have the knee down, okay? Hands up. Right, you're gonna pivot. You're gonna do Mao Shigiri Jodan. Up, Mao Shigiri Jodan, back. Careful if you do it on hardwood floor. Don't hit your knee, go gentle, okay? Pivot, kick, okay? We'll do 10 with your right leg, 10 with the left leg, okay? Hands up, back straight. Don't get up this way, okay? Don't put your hands on your legs. Hands up, pivot, kick, down, okay? Let's do this. Ready? Itch, knee, sun, she, go, rock, shich, hatch, Q, Ju, Shia, anti. Same thing on the other side. And top, pivot, number 1. Okay? Okay? Itch. And then readjust. Knee, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, ku, ju, shia. Os, ahora. Good. What is the time? Oh, class, it's almost over. Let's stretch. Okay. This is what we're going to do now. Sit down. Grab your toes. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, hu, ju. Now keep holding your toes. Bring your legs back. Stretch them out. That's one count. Don't let go to your toes. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. I'm advancing like a worm. Shich, hach, ku, ju. I came forward like 4 feet. But the point was to be able to do this and that, and this and that. Okay? It's not super hard, but it takes some stretching. Good. All right, next one. Grab it, bring it in, grab your toes, bounce them up and down your knees. Itch, knee, shi, shich, hach, ku, ju. Grab, push down with your elbows, and lean forward. Itch, knee, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, ku, ju. Hold, head down to your toes. Ich, knee, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, ku, ju. Good. Now next one. Hold inside, and see if you can open up. Okay. And then back. Never did this before, guys. I just came up with it. I'm sure some people are doing it, but I never seen it, and I'm just doing it now. Haha. Fun, exciting. Ready? If you can't do it, just lean forward as much as you can. Itch and back. Knee and back. San and back. Sheep and back. Go. Look. Shich. Hach. Ku. Ju. Isha. Os. Relax. I like to experiment. I like to take chances. Maybe I would have not been able to do this. I didn't try it before. I just came up with it. And maybe I would have failed. But guess what? It's okay. Not afraid. I passed that level when I'm afraid of failing when I try something. Don't be afraid. If you try something and it doesn't work, it might not work that time. Maybe it's going to work later. Maybe it's not going to work. It's okay. No big deal. But I did it and it works, right? Because I was almost sure that it works because I do this all the time. So I'm like, okay, if I do this and this, it's the same. And I do also from standing, right? If I can do it from standing, I can do it from sitting as well. But maybe some of you could not do it. I'll ask you at the end of the class. Okay, Seiza, fix your gi, sit down nicely. Okay. Always try to look presentable. When you sit down, have a nice posture, straight back, sit nicely, okay? Knuckles on your legs, right? Don't bend your back, don't hold your hands too high or too low. Nice, straight spine, your head straight, shoulders, not too much pulled back, not leaning forward, just nice and straight, Okay, knuckles on your leg, resting. Don't put your hands up here. It'll fall down. Also, don't put them in the front over there. Okay, you bend your wrist like that. Okay, so just kind of find the most comfortable, the most natural way of you of standing or sitting like that. Okay, and so. Arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you very much, guys.